Hello, can I have your name, please? Okay. Oh, you're just in time. Okay, so welcome. I'm Jonie. I am your hair technician today, and I see here in our file that you are here with us today for a consultation. You want to get some treatments done in your hair? Okay, talk to me about them. I only see here that you would like a permanent straightening. Permanent? You would like to go with the Brazilian one or the Japanese one? Well, the difference between these two is that the Brazilian blowout lasts around, I would say, between 3 to 6 months, depending on the hair type. And for the Japanese permanent, it's, as it says, completely permanent until your hair grows back. The one that you see in your root is gonna start getting your regular hair styling, curly or crisp, depending on your hair. That one is the one that you want. Okay, the Japanese one. Yeah, I don't see here the whole information. I'm so sorry about that. Very well. So for the Japanese hair straightening, as I was saying, this is completely permanent. It's gonna change completely the structure of your hair forever until, as I was saying, it grows back. Now, since this is a very drastic treatment, some hair types are not recommended for it, especially if they have been treated with other treatments such as other permanents or certain hair colors, decoloration, bleach. So that's why we recommend to do a consultation as this one. So I will be checking your hair to see if it's healthy enough to withdraw with the chemicals that I'm going to use with it. Yeah, excellent. Very well. Let me just prepare myself. Please feel comfortable. You can pull your hair to the back or just staying like that. Is this your first time getting a treatment like this one? Yeah. You have only done the Brazilian one? When was the last time that you have done it on your hair? Oh, many years ago. No, don't worry. It's already long gone. Very well. So let's start by opening your file here where I'm gonna be putting your whole information. Has a receptionist already gave you a quote? Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna be doing that depending on the length and how much hair do you have. Very well. So let's start by your roots. I'm gonna check your scalp too. Thank you so much for coming with the hair down. Okay. Do you have a lot of trouble with hair tangling? Okay, depending on the shampoo that you use. Yeah, with this, what I want to test out is how your hair works when it's being brushed. If it's falling down or there's breakage. Very important to know. Good. Also, I'm going to do an inspection if there is any troubles with your scalp, such as dandruff. Dandruff can be a little bit difficult to treat with the permanent that we use because it's a very strong chemical, so it can affect it. So let's check that. have very pretty hair. Actually, there is not a lot of damage with the Japanese hair straightening. It actually looks much better, but since it's a very harsh chemical, we have to protect our clients' hair. So if your hair is not prepared for those chemicals, we will not be able to proceed with it for you. Okay. Okay. No signs of dandruff, and your scalp seems pretty healthy too. Not much dryness present, which is good. Good. Very nice. Gonna do a little parting here. Good. Okay, now here. Very nice. Excellent. So, no signs of dandruff or any type of infestation. Scalp pretty healthy. Let me just update your file, okay? I'm gonna continue in a second. Are you planning on changing your hair color in the next 6 months? Okay. What type of coloring do you normally do? Box color from the store? Okay, now those coloring is pretty mild, so there will be no effect on your hair. Although we prefer our clients not to use anything on their hair when they are with the Japanese hair straightening, at least for the next 6 months, because of how hard the chemicals are, because it changed completely the structure of your hair. So in case that you want to change your hair color, I would suggest you to do it before doing that with a treatment that we normally do here that is completely safe with the treatment. But if you do it in another place, we will not be able to do it here for you. Okay? So no, you're not thinking on doing anything like that? Very good. Well, on some persons, their hair ends up very damaged. Yeah. Okay, no signs of dandruff. Scalp is completely healthy. No dryness present. Good. Now, I'm gonna be pulling your hair a little bit. It's not gonna hurt. I just wanna check on the strength of your hair. Okay? It's gonna be very, very soft. Okay? There we go. Good. Any discomfort? No? Good. 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 Very good. Now, let's check your hair structure. I'm gonna brush it again, okay? Very good. So you can see not much fallout, which is good. Means that your hair is pretty strong. Very nice. Okay, now let me analyze your hair. I'm gonna be using this magnifying glass. Yeah, with this we can check how the color has gone to your hair, how porous it is. Okay. Gonna do the same on your roots. Okay, good. Not a lot of split ends. What you have is probably just because of brushing your hair in some ways that is not optimal. What do I mean by optimal? Well, most people, when they brush their hair, they start from the top going down like this. Especially for people that have long to medium hair, the correct way to do it is start on the tips like this, brushing it, and once it's completely done, you start then with the roots slowly. Because if you start from the roots going down, you're gonna start getting some tangles here, and that can break the hair. So it's better to start on the tips, especially if you have long hair. Very slowly detangle all the tips. Let's say you start in the middle, and then you start in the top. That's the optimal way to brush the hair. Okay, so this might tickle a little bit. I'm gonna be scratching here and there and using my light to check on your scalp, okay? Okay. Your hair is not porous, which is great. It's pretty strong, actually. You have taken good care of it. Yeah, sometimes I get clients that have with completely bleached hair and they want to get the treatment down at all cost. Oh my gosh. We have to kindly remind them that we don't want to make them bald. Yeah, it's completely gonna fall off if we do the treatment on that type of hair. Yeah, because when the hair is bleached, it's completely porous, and when we use the chemical, it's gonna disintegrate. So yeah, we normally just do this on hairs that are completely virgin or that have had very minimal treatments on their hair. That looks good. Very nice. Okay, so your hair is not porous, which is great. Now let's check this. Healthy hair, strong, not prone to fall off once it's brushing. Now the final test. What we're going to be doing this is taking a strand of your hair from the back where it's completely hidden, and we're going to be putting the chemical there and just check how it reacts, okay? It normally takes around 2 to 5 minutes. Is that okay? Very well. Let me just prepare your hair. So I'm gonna put all your hair in a little bun and just take a strand of your hair where we're gonna be processing it. There we go. I'm gonna put a clip on it. Is it too tight? Are you okay like this? Very good. Now I'm gonna be putting this so your hair doesn't fall off. There we go. And I will be pulling a strand to the front. There we go. Now, as I was saying, the chemicals that we use for these treatments are very, very strong, and the aroma can be a little bit overwhelming. So we can offer you a face mask if you want. Okay, we're in a sequence. We apply it. Let me just brush it. Good. Put my gloves. Now we're going to use a full chemical, which means that it's not going to strain your hair completely, because for that it takes around 4 minutes. We just want to see the reaction to the strand of hair. Normally we see the reaction starting in the first minute or two, so that's a very good indicative that you won't have any problems. Good. Then we're gonna wash it off. Yeah, you can smell it now. I'm already used to it, so I don't notice at all. But for our clients, can be a little bit too much. Are you okay? Do you want me to get you a face mask? You sure? Okay. There we go. Okay. You ready? Needs to be completely soaked. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be putting a lot of attention into it while it's working. I want to see if there is any smoke going on, because it happens. Pulling it a little bit to see the strength. If there is some breakage. Okay. Looks good. I'm going to apply a little bit of heat too. Okay. This is an iron for the hair. Okay, that looks good. How are you going with the aroma? Good. Just be aware, once we do it in your whole hair, it's gonna be a lot worse. Yeah, but by then you're gonna need the face mask, or it's very comfortable. Okay, completely safe. Now I'm gonna remove it. Okay. Let's put our shampoo here. chemical. No worries, since it's a small strand, it's very easy to remove. The shampoo smells good, huh? Apply some water. There we go. Now the final test. Perfect. No damage at all. So you are the perfect candidate for the treatment. I can book you off for it. Yeah. Well, let me see. We have an opening for next week today. Is that okay with you? Now it takes around 4 to 6 hours. Is that okay? Well, some people a little bit more, but for you, for the amount of hair you have and your length, I would say 6 hours safe. Don't worry, we offer lunch here. It's complimentary. Have any preference on lunch? Okay. Beverages? Very good. So I have you booked up for next week today. And do you have any other questions? Well, it was a pleasure, and I hope to see you next week. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgot to remove this. There we go. See you next week. Take care. Hello. Thank you so much for booking with us. I'm Jonie, and I will be in charge of you today. I see here in our information that you're looking for microblading. What time is specific? For your hairline. Oh, of course. This is actually our newest system, and we are using something that is not as hard as other microblading. We're using a different kind of blade. Let me show you a sample here. That is pretty small and doesn't have that sensation as other in especially the eyebrow and our hairline. So for your hairline, I'm gonna start by inspecting the area. Let me just set your hair up. What is it that you're worried about your hairline? It's receding a little bit and a few balding spots. Okay. Yeah, I can notice it in some areas. Let me just put it so it stays in place. Okay. Now, I did notice in this area in particular that you have some little gaps that is not continuous with your natural hairline, which for you should be like this. And in this area in particular, it has a few gaps. Now we can create some little hairs to fill it up with microblading. Here in the front, could do a little bit more just to fill up so it looks fuller in your whole section here. Up here, we can do some on this corner. Those are the areas in particular that are bothering you. Any other area? at the top. Okay, let's see. Well, in this area we don't really recommend this system because this area in particular, it gets covered by your hair, and if we do microblading you might be losing some of the hairs that you have here. And when we do it in the hairline, it just gets covered by the strands of hair that we create. But at the top it might look a little bit odd, so we don't recommend it on this area in particular since it's not that much. It can be covered by your hair. So we have one area here, second area, and here. So now let me just draw your whole hairline area here. Now I'm gonna fill up them with color pencil in the way that I should be doing it with microblading. So you can take a look and let me know if you like it that way or give it more depth and fill it up a bit more. This is just a mock-up on how it should be looking. The strands of hair that I'm going to be creating are finer and it's going to look more and more like your hair. Now the ones that I'm applying right now is just to fill up because I want you to see how your hairline should be looking at the end. Okay, now you can look, you have a mirror right here on the side. You like it that way? Yeah, actually I believe that this area in particular was the one that is troubling you more. You do your hair to the side to cover it. Okay, so this way when you put your hair all the way to the back, it's gonna look completely full and as a regular headline. So you like it this way? Excellent. Let me just prep you up. Gonna remove those marks there. No, it doesn't hurt. It's not as harsh as the other microblading. And in your case, if you are not good with discomfort, we can apply a numbing solution. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't take that long, especially for you that your gaps are pretty focused in certain areas. It's gonna be very easy to fill them. Yeah, because sometimes we recreate a whole hairline, but with you it's just little spots of hair that we're gonna be creating, so it's much faster. There we go. Let's start first with the numbing solution. Numbing solution is included on your service, so there is no extra charge. Very good. Let's wait a little bit. So I need to ask you a few questions. Do you have plans on changing your hair color in the next 6 to 12 months? Now, this is very important because if you change your hair color, the microblading that we're going to be doing is going to not look the same as the hair color that you might be using. You can go 1 tone or 2 tones with what you have right now, but not too dark or too light. Yeah, it will be very difficult to match up with what you have. This microblading lasts for around 6 to 12 months depending on the person, and you're gonna require a touch-up in around 4 weeks. Yeah, so no plans on changing your hair color. Very good. So let's match up your hair with the tint that we're gonna be using. This one. Okay, let's try another one. These two look pretty similar. Let's try again. Okay, I believe this one should be the one that we're going to be using on you. Let's do a little test up on the area I'm gonna be touching you. Let me know if you can feel it. Ready? Can you feel this? Can you feel this? This? Excellent. You are ready. Let's start applying a new blade here. Okay. Let's start. Can you feel that? You're fine? Excellent. I'm doing the strokes in the way that your hair is growing, so it looks completely natural. There it goes. Good, 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 good. Now with you, it's a lot faster since it's just a fill up. Recreating a whole hairline, it takes almost an hour. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to move your head to the side. Like that. Very good. Just fill this up again. Good. I'm gonna tell you about that and the aftercare on how to treat it. Very good. Now this hairline should stay this way for most of the time. It's 10 months. Just in rare cases it only lasts 6 months, but as I was saying, 10 months, it's the common rule of it. Yeah, the touch-up is for the coloring to stain because it tends to fade out. So it's very important to come to your appointment. Okay, I'm gonna show you now. We are not finished yet, but I just want you to see. You can take the mirror. You can see it looks like baby hairs and goes in different length. It just completely fills up. It's not like a straight line. It's how the hairs start growing in that position. And then when we put your hair down and you start styling it in any way, it's gonna look completely natural. I like it. So glad. There we go. This is the tricky part. Good. Yeah, we also do full makeup microblading, semi-permanent and permanent. Permanent lasts for around 24 months. Semi-permanent, 12 months. Yeah, it depends on the tint that we use. And yeah, different pricing. Yeah, I can give you a brochure after we're done. Just the final touches now. There we go. Let me just clean the area. Okay. Good. You can look again. It's going to start looking red and redder because of the blade. But right now it's how it should be looking. Like it? Very good. So now the aftercare. In the next 48 hours, we are going to avoid water or getting sweaty, especially because this is the area that we tend to sweat a bit more. So we're going to stay very calm, try to be as fresh as possible, and not wet the area. So that means no showers, or if you're bathing, maybe with cold water that you don't perspire, and cover your hair, but no shower at all. You can wash your face with a towel, but avoid water in the area at all costs. Very, very important. I'm gonna be sending you home with a cream that is gonna help you with the sensation of burning that you're gonna feel in the area. After the delodocaine, it starts fading out, but don't worry, it's not that much. But for some people, it's discomfort, And with this, we're gonna be preventing that. You're gonna be applying it every 6 hours. And don't worry, I'm gonna give you a brochure with all the information on how to do it. After 48 hours, well, during the 48 hours, you're gonna notice that it gets a little bit red and maybe a little bit swollen. That is completely normal. After a couple of hours, it's gonna start fading out. And very important, coming to your next appointment in 4 weeks for a touch-up in the color. That would be the final stage of it, and that one is included in your pricing right now. Well, this is discomfort. It depends on the people. Some people are very sensitive to it, others not. If you tend to be very sensitive, you can call us and we're going to provide you another solution that is going to help you with that. Do you have any questions? Okay, let me just remove this. Another thing, try not to touch the area, and if you need to touch it to put on the cream, use a cotton swab such as this one and apply gently, just a light layer, not too much, because if it gets too wet the color starts fading. But in case you have any more questions, you can feel free to call us, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna book you for 4 weeks time, same time. Are you okay with that? Okay. Yeah, I have you scheduled for that time. Very well. So that will be all. It was a complete pleasure taking care of you. I hope that you enjoy your new hairline. Of course, take care and see you in 4 weeks. Bye bye.